abundant, plentiful, accomplish, to achieve or complete, accurate, correct or exact, admire, to respect deeply, adverse, harmful or unfavorable, aggressive, forceful or assertive, ailment, illness, alert, quick to notice things, ample, sufficient, ancient, very old, anxiety, worry or nervousness, approve, to accept as satisfactory, arrogant, having excessive pride, articulate, able to speak clearly, aspire, to aim or hope, assist, to help or aid, astonish, to surprise greatly, attribute, to a quality or feature, authentic, genuine or real, award, to prevent or turn away, banish, to expel or send away, barrier, an obstacle, beneficial, good or helpful, bliss, perfect happiness, brave, courageous, brevity is shortness, candid, honest and straightforward, capable, able to do something, captivate, to attract strongly, seize, to stop, censor, to examine and suppress, cherish, to love and protect, circumstance, a condition or fact, clarity, clearness, commence, to begin, compassion, sympathy or kindness, competent, skilled or capable, comprehend, to understand, conceal, to hide, conclude, to finish or decide, confirm, to follow rules, confusion, lack of clarity, conserve, to protect or preserve, considerate, thoughtful of others, contribute, to give or add, convey, to communicate or transport, convince, to persuade, courage, bravery, create, to make something new, curiosity, a strong desire to know, custom, tradition, rally, daring, bold or fearless, debate, formal discussion, decade, 10 years, declare, to announce openly, decrease, to reduce, defeat, to beat, defend, to protect, define, to explain, delay, to postpone, delight, great pleasure, demand, a strong request, demolish, to destroy, deny, to refuse, depict, to show in words or picture, derive, to obtain, deserve, to be worthy of, desire, a strong wish, despair, loss of hope, determine, to decide firmly, devote, to dedicate, dignity, self respect, disagree, to have a different opinion, disappoint, to let down, disaster, a sudden accident, discipline, controlled behavior, discover, to find, discuss, to talk about, distinguish, to recognize difference, diversity, variety, doubt, lack of certainty, dread, to fear greatly, duty, responsibility, dynamic, energetic, or active, earnest, serious, or sincere, efficient, doing well, elegance, graceful, beauty, emerge, to come out, encourage, to give support, endure, to bear, enormous, very large, ensure, to make certain, entice, to attract, envy, jealousy, equity, fairness, esteem, high regard, evaluate, to assess, excel, to surpass, exclude, to keep out, exhibit, to display, expand, to increase in size, expect, to anticipate, expel, to force out, explain, to make clear, explore, to investigate, expose, to reveal, express, to convey thoughts, extend, to make longer, extravagant, wastefully lavish, fabulous, extraordinary, faith, complete, trust, familiar, well known, fascinate, to attract strongly, fatigue, extreme tiredness, favor, support, or kindness, fearless, without fear, fertile, productive, flow, upward, flexible, easily bent, flourish, to grow well, focus, to concentrate, forbidden, not allowed, foresee, to predict, forgive, to pardon, fragile, easily broken, frustrate, to prevent success, fulfill, to satisfy, generate, to produce, genuine, real, gigantic, very large, glimpse, a quick look, glorious, wonderful, gracious, kind, and polite, gratitude, thankfulness, grief, to feel sorrow, guarantee, promise of quality, habitual, usual, halt, to stop, harass, to trouble, repeatedly, harmony, agreement, haste, speed, or urgency, hazard, danger, or risk, hesitate, to pause, in uncertainty, hierarchy, system of ranks, honest, truthful, humble, modest, to humiliate, to shame, hunger, need for food, identify, to recognize, ignite, to set on fire, ignore to pay no attention, illiterate, unable to read, illuminate to lighten up imagination, creative thought, imitate to copy, immense, very large, imminent, about to happen, immortal, living forever, impact, effect, impartial, fair, and just, impatient, not willing to wait, implement, to put into action, impress, to make someone admire, imprint, a lasting mark, inability, lack of ability, inaugurate, to begin officially, incentive, motivated, motivation, inclined, to learn or to lean or slope, include, to contain, indicate, to show, indigenous, native, individual, a single person, inevitable, unavoidable, inferior, lower in quality, influence, power of affect, inform, to give information, inhabit, to live in, inherit, to receive from ancestors, inhibit, to restrict, initiate, to start, innocent, not guilty, innovate, to create new ideas, inquire, to ask, insist, to demand, inspire, to motivate, instant, immediate, instinct, natural impulse, institute, organization, integrate, to combine, integrity, honesty, intellect, intelligence, interpret, to explain the meaning, interrupt, to stop someone, intimidate, to frighten, intricate, complex, investigate, to examine, invincible, unconquerable, involve, to include, irritate, to annoy, isolate, to separate, judicious, wise, justify, to prove right, keen, eager, knowledge, information, lament, to express sorrow, language, to weaken, lavish, richly abundant, legendary, famous, legible, easy to read, lethargic, sluggish, liberate, to set free, limit, a boundary, linger, to stay longer, logical, reasonable, longevity, long life, loyal, faithful, lucid, clear, lure, to attract, magnify, to large, majestic, grand, malicious, harmful, manifest, to show, mature, fully developed, mediocre, average, memorable, worth remembering, merciful, compassionate, merit, worth, mimic, to imitate, misery, great suffering, moderate, not extreme, modest, humble, monotony, lack of variety, moral, spirit, mystery, something unknown, neglect, to ignore, noble, honorable, notified, to inform, notorious, famous for a bad reason, nurture, to care for, obedient, willing to obey, obliterate, to destroy, completely obscure, not clear, observe, to watch carefully, obstacle, something that blocks, obtain, to get, obvious, clear, occur, to happen, ominous, threatening, operate, to function, optimistic, hopeful, origin, beginning, overcome, to defeat, overwhelm, to overpower, pacify, to calm down, painstaking, very careful, panic, sudden fear, partial, incomplete, passive, inactive, patience, intolerance, patronize, to support, pose, to stop, briefly, perceive, to notice, peril, danger, perplex, to confuse, persist, to continue, persuade, to convince, pessimistic, negative mind, petty, unimportant, pioneer, a trailblazer, placid, calm, plausible, believable, pleasant, enjoyable, plunge, to dive, polish, to shine, popular, liked by many, portrait, to depict, possess, to own, potential, possible, practically useful, precaution, care taken in advance, precise, exact, predict, to fertile, prejudice, bias, premature, early, preserve, to protect, prevail, to win, primary, main, primitive, ancient, priority, importance, proceed, to go on, productive, useful, profound, deep, progress, improvement, prominent, important, promote, to advance, prosper, to succeed, provoke, to anger, prudent, wise, pursue, to follow, quaint, unusual, and charming, quarrel, argument, questionable, doubtful, radiant, shining, rage, extreme, anger, rapid, very fast, rare, uncommon, rational, logical, rebel, to resist authority, recede, to move back, recite, to repeat aloud, reclaim, to get back, recline, to lean back, recollect, to remember, reconcile, to make peace, refrain, to hold back, refute, to disapprove, to disprove, regain, to recover, regret, to feel sorry, reinforce, to strengthen, reject, to refuse, reluctant, unwilling, remarkable, extraordinary, remedy, cure, remote, far away, renounce, to give up, renowned, famous, repel, to push away, repent, to feel sorry, repress, to hold back, reproach, to blame, resent, to feel bitter, recite, to love, resist, to oppose, resolve, to settle, resort, to turn, to resourceful, creative in problem solving, respectable, worthy of respect, restrict, to limit, retain, to keep, retreat, to withdraw, reveal, to show, revenge, retaliation, revive, to bring back to life, rigid, stiff, risky, dangerous, ritual, A repeated ceremony, rival, competitor, robust, strong routine, regular habit, ruin to destroy, sacrifice to give up for others, sane, mentally healthy, scarcity, lack of something, scent, smell, scheme, plan, is gone to despise, secure, safe, seduce to attract, selfless, without selfishness, sensible, practical, sentiment, emotions, serene, calm, severe, hard, significant, important, silence, quiet, sincere, genuine, skilled, talented, sluggish, slow moving, solemn, serious, solitary, alone, solution, answer to a problem, sophisticated, refined, soothed to calm, speculate to guess, spontaneous, unplanned, stable, steady, stagnant, not moving, stamina, endurance, stature, height, steady, stable, stimulate to encourage, strategy, plan of action, struck, demanding, strive to make an effort, struggle to face difficulties, stubborn and willing to change, subdue to control, submerge to go underwater, settle, not obvious, successor, next in line, suffice to be enough, someone to call upon, superb, excellent, superficial, shallow, suppress to hold back, surpass to exceed, surrender to give up, survive to remain alive, suspend to temporarily stop, sustain to maintain sympathy, understanding others' feelings, tactful, diplomatic, temper to interfere, tangible, real, touchable, tarnish to spoil, tease to move, temper, move, tempt to attract, terminate, when terrify to frighten, terror, extreme fear, testify to give evidence, strive to prosper, tolerate to bear torture, severe pain, tranquil, peaceful, transform to change, transcend, temporary, transparent, clear, tremendous, very large, triumph, victory, typical, usual, ultimate, final, unanimous in agreement, uncertain, not sure, underestimate, to undervalue, undermine, to weaken, unexpected, not anticipated, unfamiliar, not known, uniform, consistent, unique, one of kind, unite to join together, universal, global, unjust, unfair, uplift to raise, upright, honest, urgent, requiring immediate action, vacant, empty, vague, unclear, valid, true, or reasonable, vanish, to disappear, vast, very large, venture, risky journey, verify to confirm, vibrant, full of life, victorious, successful, vigorous, energetic, visible, able to be seen, vital, essential, vivid, bright and clear, vulnerable, easily harmed, wander, to move aimlessly, very cautious, very tired, wholesome, healthy, big table, widespread, common, wisdom, knowledge, withdraw, to pull back, withhold, to hold back, witty, clever, and humorous, woe, great sorrow, wrath, extreme anger, yield, to give way, jealous, enthusiastic, abide, to follow, abrupt, sudden, absurd, ridiculous, abundant, plentiful, acclaim, praise, accommodate, to adjust, decorate, correct, adapt, to adjust, adhere, to speak, to admire, to respect, adore, to love deeply, adventurable, adverse, unfavorable, aesthetic, related to beauty, affect, to influence, affluent, wealthy, agile, quick, and active, ailment, illness, alleviate, to ease, alliance, partnership, allow, attractive, ample, enough, anxiety, worry, appease, to calm, arrogant, proud, aspire, to desire, assemble together, assume, to take for granted, attain, to achieve, avenge, to seek revenge, occur, clumsy, vanish, to expel.